Coach Metz, you are getting ready to start the spring season, coming out of the off season. Just talk a little bit about some of the work you guys have done and the preparations now as things start to gear up here this weekend.
Yeah, kind of going into the off season, we had a couple of guys kind of lock up some spots into the first couple of tournaments here in the spring, and really didn't do a whole lot of stuff on the course, but we really got after it in the gym. The guys been spending a lot of time doing team workouts up until probably the week before finals, and then went home, I guess, over the break, and we just got back in class last week, and we're starting back with some practice and workouts, and we'll get going here at Georgia Southern's first event this weekend.
You mentioned a few of those guys spot locked up for South Alabama, but using this Georgia Southern event to let some of those guys try to work their way in. Just talk about the opportunity for those guys to kind of prove themselves.
Yeah, I think any good program is probably rooted in good competition or a lot of competition, and that's really what we have going on here this weekend. Is it's going to be tough. There's 5 guys playing for one spot, but that's just kind of the world that we live in here in this sport. And we're going to go down and play at Georgia Southern's event. It's going to be an individual event. We're going to take 5 guys. We don't really have a team score per se, but every guy's still representing the school. Going to be competing against a lot of other really big Power 5 schools there. And the low guy will be qualifying for the first event when we leave the very next weekend for South Alabama.
Maybe a little more time to reflect on the fall season, in your first year. What did you take away in terms of strengths, things to work on, now that maybe you've had a little more time to reflect on it?
Yeah, I think, off the course, it was really special just the kind of the team dynamic that these guys had created, and a lot of it through kind of the hardship that they had gone through over the summer and everything. But this is a really, really close team, and we're just doing everything we can to try to make sure that we carry on that culture here, and the guys are really committed to that. And so that was really one of probably my favorite things that I was able to see when we first got here. On the course, this is a very competitive team. These guys really enjoy getting out there and competing against each other, whether it's in practice or qualifying or on the course. I think that's really what it takes to be great, and the guys just really love to compete against each other.